If you've seen the trailer for my book Jolly Roger, I thought you might like to hear the prologue. It takes place on an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico off the Louisiana coast on Tuesday, August 23, 2005, just before Hurricane Katrina slams into New Orleans. It began with a soft breeze against my cheek. I was uneasy standing on the rig looking southeast. It was around 1 a.m. Friday. Katrina had been downgraded to a tropical storm, but the barometer was still dropping. By 3 p.m. it was a hurricane again, and its track had changed. It was heading our way. By 5 the next morning it was a Category 3, still coming. The water was getting choppy and the wind was picking up. You could see the clouds gathering on the horizon, a frenzied, churning, dark gray mass coming our way. I woke up Sunday morning to the report that it had been upgraded to a 4, and then by 7 a.m. to a 5. The wind was up around 100 to 110 miles per hour, and you couldn't tell the difference between the rain and the return from the Gulf. The water was up around the base, and the rig deck was alive with the thrashing water. It got closer to noon, but the sky was almost black. It was then that it all went to hell. The wind howled, and the top of the rig near the winch snapped and slammed into the deck about 6 or 7 yards away. I didn't think it got anyone, but it was around then the guys started going missing. A huge wave slammed against the side of the rig and threw me to the deck. I was trying to crab my way to the hatch, but the wave kept slamming us. I heard guys scream, but I couldn't open my eyes enough to see. A wave bigger than the last caught me, and I cartwheeled across the deck. The water had me pinned against the railing, and then I saw it. A two-masted schooner heading straight for the rig. I heard voices cascading over each other through the storm. It took me a minute to recognize they weren't speaking English, but by that time the ship was right up on us. Just as it was about to smash into us headlong, I locked eyes with a tall, slender man with dark hair and piercing blue gaze standing at the helm. Then, a bolt of lightning seemed to strike just where I was standing, followed almost immediately by the loudest clap of thunder I'd ever heard. I realized I'd shut my eyes. When I opened them, the man and the ship were gone. Lake Charles, Louisiana, Chrétien home, present day. This transcription, painstakingly written on a yellow pad by Roger Chrétien, had been thrown across the room. In fact, the entire upper floor had been ransacked and generally turned upside down. If that wasn't odd enough, in the corner of the small study was a body lie wrapped in the Jolly Roger with 2 cross cutlasses on the chest just below a cocked pistol. Roger Chrétien, professor of American history at McNeese University in Lake Charles, had been given a pirate funeral.